Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, doing my follow-up Friday. So today I had a card on Wednesday that I wanted to show you, and I forgot to show it to you, so I have that to show you and share with you. And then we're going to make a really quick, fast, cute gift card holder. Could be a gift card holder, could be a cash card holder, whatever you want to do with it. But I have this one in mind for my granddaughters, so that's what I have in store. So I'm going to turn the camera around right away, and we'll get started on that, and then I will show you the other things that my follow-up from Tuesday and Wednesday. So here we go. Once I turn the camera around, we're going to go for a little ride here. Once I turn the camera around, I can't see that you're with me, so please leave me a message. We are past the 550 mark. I'm so excited on our YouTube channel. So subscribe, share, please share my videos. I just, that gives me so much joy. So speaking of joy, here's the card. So here's the cute little card. And I've got these little epoxy dots on here. So you might not actually, I don't know how much you can see them on there, but anyhow, you can kind of see them. They're clear or silver. I chose to use the clear ones on here just for a little sparkle. So this is the gift card holder. And then it opens like this. You have a little message here, and you put your gift card in here, or cash, whichever you would prefer. So that's what we're going to do. Super simple. Get a pencil out. I will give you the measurements. So as I go through it. So there it is. Here's my, so this is what they get when they come to class. It's all in a little, everything all together here. And let me just pull over my bucket. So this is what I do in class. See that? There's a bucket with everything in for that particular card. And I say that tongue-in-cheek because, you know, you always miss something. But, okay, so looks like a lot of moving pieces. Not bad, believe me. So let me just tell you right now. So here's the base of the card. The base of the card is 7 3/4 by 5 1/2. And it is scored at, let's see here. It's scored at 2 1/2 and at 6. So get that, 7 3/4 by 5 1/2, scored at 2 1/2 and 6. So this little one is the flap for the cash, not coins, but cash or cards. So there you go, there's that. And then I have the insert here. So I'm using Blushing Bride. I'm using the Whimsy and Wonder, and I know you can't get that anymore, so sorry. But that's what's going to go inside here. So the inside, because I love to layer, and the inside I layered up Blushing Bride, and this is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then the white piece that you're going to put your verse on and sign is 5 by 2. Super simple. This one I use this very showy, I love this from the Whimsy and Wonder sparkly stripe here. I like the back side too, but for this card I wanted a little glitz and glamour. So on this diagonal piece that's going to go over your gift card holder flap is 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay, so that's those pieces. When we turn this over, I have another piece of DSP, and I chose this beautiful Blushing Bride pink with the lovely snowflakes, and it's got a little glitz and glimmer to it. This piece here is 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I chose to put a belly band around it. My belly band is 7 3/4 by 1 inch. And then I used a couple of circles because on the belly band, that's how I decorated it. So in the Smoky Slate, I use Smoky Slate here. That's what this is. I have a, let's see here, a 2 1/2 inch circle. I use my old punches. The Blushing Bride, I have a 2 1/4 inch circle. Then I have a 1 inch circle here. That's going to go behind the joy. Joy, joy, joy. There we go. So I'm using a 3/4 inch punch for my joy. And then this is the 1 inch so that you have that layering on there. And then of course our lovely, lovely snowflakes. I adore them. And let's see what else. Oh, and here's the epoxy, the dots that I'm using. Where did I put that? I put it some here. It's silver or clear epoxy assortment. And this is from the annual catalog. And I will show you a little bit more about those. They're kind of fun. So that's the moving pieces. Let's get some glued down here, and we can go ahead and do our stamping, and then I'll get it glued together. Super simple to put it together too. So there we go. Here's my verse for inside. So I am going to try to line that up and try desperately to get it straight. I'm using Blushing Bride ink, our regular ink here. There we go, classic ink. Here's my verse. Now, when I'm never sure about if I have this on straight, because sometimes it doesn't match the front, I line up the block with the grid, and then I can kind of see if I'm, so I know that I have to go down just a little bit on the right. Let's see if I can do that. So here we go, down just a little bit on the right. That was a little bit too much. Down just a little smidgen on the right, I should have said, just a smidgen. Oh, that's worse. We're going to go with this side. This works. Done. Here we go. Okay, so that is going to go onto here, and then this is what my little joy is stamped on. Don't have to worry about stamping that special because guess what? Yay, it's a punch. So there's that. So we're all done with stamping. That's it. I did use adhesive, our tear and tape. I like that to put inside the little flap. So here's our little joy. Blink. There. Okay. We can go ahead and put these together here so I don't lose it because it's so little. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my green glue, my glue of choice. Everybody has a favorite. And that's so tiny. I'm just going to put a little bit right here. There we go. Everybody has a favorite glue. That's mine. I do adore it. Took me a while to get used to it. I'll admit that. Took me a while to get used to it. My upline, Sarah Schuler, who just hit $1 million this a month ago or so, $1 million in lifetime sales. I'm so proud of her. She said, if you're getting glue on your fingers, you're using too much. So that's the big key. So here's my snowflakes, and they are just kind of, you just gently punch them out of here. We cut this, I cut these, they come in big sheets. I think there's 6 on a sheet. But for the class, I cut it and left it in the background here because they're so delicate. And on this, I'm going to use my green glue too. And remember, when I'm using something this kind of tiny and delicate, I'm just sort of tacking it down. You don't have to have the glue everywhere. You just have to have it enough to keep it on there. And let's pull this out. There we go. Okay. Ta-da. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue here, and I'm just going to kind of gently run down these veins on the snowflake here just to get it a little bit of glue here and there. You know, you could use, if you wanted, you could use like a little brush or something, or a toothpick. Some people use toothpicks. I'm just winging it, just like on Wednesday. But I just kind of go down and leave a little bit, leave a trail. All right, now I wanted to get this kind of centered in here, so I'm centering it on my grid paper. That's right, and then I can kind of follow the dark line here, so I can get it in the center. That's what I wanted. Ta-da! And then I karate chop it. There we go. So there's my center. And here's my little joy, and that I popped up on dimensionals. So let's get that. Just needs one in the center here for this one. There we go. We had class this morning. I have class this afternoon. So lots of fun going on here. Lots of Christmas cheer. Everybody's getting ready. So today was my holiday buffet. And I had a number of gift card holders. And so that was that's always very popular, right? It's so hard to buy people things, and so gift card holders are kind of a nice option for us. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto the inside of the card. There we go. I'm just going to put this here. There. Ta-da. And then my beautiful shiny piece I'm going to glue onto the flap. There. So that's going to go right here. It's easier just to open up the card and put it on. Then I can watch all three sides and try to get it as even as I can. Now, this is where I use the tear tape. I love tear tape. So I'm just going to put a little here on the edges. Now, some people, if you're going to put more than one card in here, you could use tear tape and a little green glue just to make sure that it stays down really good. If you're going to bulk up your gift giving and put more than one card in here, you might want to do that, and that would work just fine. So there we go. I'll just give it a little burnish. My pickup tool here. I'm just going to take off the paper edging, covering, and there we go. Inside is done. Super fast. This one is just going to be glued down on the front flap. Little green glue. See, this is a pretty fast card. And I didn't layer up. I think sometimes with the gift card holders, it's bulky enough. So on this one, I did not layer on the front. I went with just the DSP. I think it's so pretty. So there we go. That's that. So with the belly band, I put it around here. So the key to the belly band is not like a regular belt. Don't make it too tight. Make it too tight, you can't get your gift open, and you can't slide it. So you should be able to slide this easily back and forth so they can get that off of there. So again, I'm going to use a little tiny bit of tear tape on here. I folded it around. I'm just going to square that up with each other. Put a little bit of tear tape on this edge. There. Ta-da. I have done that. I've done a card and made it so tight. It was like, what was I thinking? They can't even get the card open. So just like you want your belt, you want the belly band just to be slightly larger. There we go. Now I like to have the seam in the front because I want it covered up. So on the back, you don't see anything. You just see the belly band. And you could dress it up by putting DSP on your belly band, but I thought this was plenty here. And so I did. I attached this with dimensionals. So I'm just going to go right down the center here with some dimensionals. I want to make sure you get it in the right spot so you don't glue it shut. Again, that could happen. Okay, ta-da. This goes like this, and I just put it right in the center. Ta-da! Now I wanted to put my just add a little extra something, something. So I just put these here and there all over the place. Some of these epoxy dots. You could put it in the center of your snowflake. It depends on how your snowflakes fall, right? Or just anywhere. I put 5. I just thought I wanted more sparkle. And we'll put one over here. There we go. Just kind of randomly placed. Ta-da! There's our card. So very simple. You have the belly band, opens up. You can put your gift card holder in there or cash in there, and you're all set to go. Super fast. So I was going to show you these. So the epoxy, the silver clear epoxy, if you want to look in your catalog, they're in the annual book on page 142, right here. They're number 12 on 142. They are $9.50, but look at how cool these are. This is how I keep mine in my little boxes here. But, so they have it in clear And then they have the same shapes in silver. And it's like a teardrop. There's a diamond pattern and a circle. Hi, Sally. And so, ta-da. They're really kind of cool. So, and you get a lot of them. You get 180 pieces. It's just kind of a fun little additional thing if you have maybe overlooked that. It's a fun thing to look at. So silver and clear epoxy essentials is what they're called. Okay, now the other thing, this is the card that I wanted to show you last week on Wednesday. So this one here. So these are the dies for this set, the Christmas to Remember bundle. Remember, I love this stamp set. Well, when you buy it in a bundle, you get some of these dies that are huge. There's a lot of dies in here. So you have these two big dies. One is the background, one is the front. So I did mine in, I believe I used Pear Pizzazz and Shaded Spruce, I think. I think that's what I used. Did I write it down? Pear Pizzazz, Evening Evergreen, I lied to you. Okay, and then it has the pine cone. So that's like two-step pine cone. So you have a background pine cone, which is one of these. There's two of the little ones and then the big ones. And then you have the kind of filigree thing that goes on top. But these two go together, these two big ones. And then you get that 3D look. So this is so large, I didn't even I normally have another layer and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't. I just left it. But then if you make up all your pine cones, you know, it covers all of the spots here where the pine cones are supposed to be. It's just kind of a cool thing. This would be nice if you were using the adhesive too, the adhesive sheets, because you can see it's very fine. So when you're gluing it and tacking it down, it's very fine. Although I do like I just tacked it down, so I do like that you have a little bit of 3D, you know, on there by not tacking it completely down. But even if you use the adhesive, if you wanted some areas to not be sticky, you could take your little powder puff thing and put it on there. But anyhow, that I just wanted to show you that. This is coming back. This is coming back again. So, but I just think this is a very interesting thing. Now, I also was using the gingerbread dies. That's what I used on the card on Wednesday, this one, right? But there's more. There's more. It's so fun. So this particular kit is the Tidings of Christmas, right? Tidings of Christmas. I'm working on this card, and I didn't get finished because I got talking. Shocking, I know. So in your kit, you get this shimmer in the Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. It's shimmer vellum, so you can see through it. But if you put it on, you know, the white, you kind of see it a little bit more. What I wanted to do, so this is the shimmer vellum snowflake behind that snowflake. So it has a little bit, oh, there you go. You can kind of see it. There's a shimmer to it. And then this is our brushed metallic. You get a 6x6 of this brushed metallic also, which is very showy stuff. It's really pretty. And I used this fancy edging here. I did use my adhesive because, oh my goodness, it's so fine to glue that down, right? So I used the adhesive sheets behind my brushed metallic, and then I only did a small portion actually because I cut it here. I didn't need to go back here, and it uses, you want to use some of that brushed metallic sparingly. So I just cut it in half. So I only used a smaller portion of it because I didn't feel it needed to go behind the snowflakes. Now I have to decide what I'm going to do with this. I'm not sure. What I was thinking was layering this up, putting this on top like that, so you get that shimmery look, and then layering it on top of here. Ta-da. And then putting it on the Evening Evergreen base. So, and I'm just not sure. That's what I'm looking at doing. And then I would put, I'm trying to grab them over here. you get the metallic, whoopsie daisy, you get the metallic, these dots here. So then I would go with a metallic dot on here and then have a verse or something. I'm not sure where I would put the verse. That's why, but I was just playing. So this piece was in my kit and I was like, what can I do with this? Well, this is what I'm going to do with it. So I'll have to show you next week if I get time to finish this card. It was just so much fun, and I wanted to show you that vellum because I think it's neat. I have 2 of these kits in stock, and then they're gone. So I have 2 available. It's the monkey cut, the Tidings of Christmas Monkey Cut Kit. You can go to stampingjourney.com if you're interested in one of the last 2 kits that are available. So that's it. I think that's all I have. So here's the one from last week. There's that one. Here's this one. Our fast gift card holder, really simple. And here's this one that you'd have to make this one for somebody you truly love because there's a lot of cranking. But I just think it's really kind of a cool look. I used balmy blue for the background, kind of like a sky, like looking up through the sky is what was in my head. So see if I accomplish that. Not sure, but I think it's kind of neat. All right. Hi, Cindy. I am going to turn the camera around. All right. It is Friday. Here in Wisconsin, Fridays mean fish fry. After class today, that's probably what I'm going to do is pick up a fish fry for Peter. So thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will see you back here for Talking on Tuesday at 2. If there's something you want to see, please let me know. I'm always happy to accommodate that. And I think that's it. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. I'm so excited about going over 550 on the YouTube. Cindy remembered when we were celebrating like 100. Yeah, I got to 100. So I'm pretty excited about that. Thank you. And that's because y'all are sharing and passing the word. So thank you so much. Have a good one. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.